sitio and who will conduct the investigation. So the Senate may the investigations in the Senate may be sufficient to cover the request under the MLA. We note that the treaty provides that it pertains only to criminal matters, but there is actually nothing preventing the Senate in order to endorse or recommend the proper filing of appropriate charges with the DOJ. We also note that in MLA request, it is only the central authority who has the authority to make that request. And in the Philippines, the central authority is the DOJ.
Salamat, Attorney Tago. Very respectful yung aming komite at yung buong Senado dun sa inexpress na political concerns or diplomatic concerns ng embassy natin sa Thailand seeking advice of DFA. Well noted na this situation may have criminal implications and helpful din yung input nyo na baka ma-course through yung initial request namin na receive ng embassy, naghihintay ng payo sa department through the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty. Gayong contracting parties nga ang bansa natin at ang bansang Thailand. As to the filing of appropriate charges with the DOJ, nandito rin naman po ang DOJ and I'm sure and I hope that coordinate sila sa inyong department. I hope also, Attorney, narinig niyo po kanina, pinahayag ko na we really need to talk to Zhejiang. By we, kung hindi na timely na ang aming komite, then the government, the executive, no? Sa pamamagitan ng inyong department, binanggit nyo na nga po yung DOJ, and of course, our intelligence community na may mandate at expertise tignan yung ganitong mga issue. I hope that your department can make these things happen. Na hindi lang maiwan sa isang Al Jazeera report or Zoom interview namin sa Senate Committee sa office ko, pero ma-take up talaga ng executive natin through the DFA. Ang DFA po ba nagpo-commit para kung kakayanin, no, within this time to make the necessary arrangements so that the Senate can speak to Zhejiang?
Madam Chair, we will coordinate with the Philippine Embassy in Bangkok because they are the best persons to analyze the political climate in Thailand and whether our request can be accommodated by the government of Thailand. We will coordinate with the Philippine Embassy to make a formal written reply to your request.
Salamat para doon, Attorney Tago. And pwede bang makuha din yung commitment ng DOJ? Sino nga po ang nandirito para sa DOJ? Comsec, sino yung ating DOJ resource person? Yes, pakibaba po sa floor, sir. Were you able to take the oath today or previously? Yes, sir, if you could come up to a mic. Pwede bang mahingi yung commitment ng department para i-access yung binanggit na mutual assistance treaty soonest? Your name pala, sir, again for the record.
Yes, Madam Chair, good afternoon. Prosecutor Gadula po from DOJ. Yes, we will coordinate with DFA, Madam Sen, regarding that treaty, and we will exert all efforts so that we could be able to get the cooperation of the witness that we would like to get testimony from.
Thank you, Prosecutor Gatdula. And just back to DFA, kasi kayo nga po daw po yung mas proper person sagutin yung naunang tanong. Itong mga reports of covert activities, foreign covert operations in the Philippines, lumilitaw na po ba sa monitoring ng DFA? Yung revelations, particular ni Wang Fugue, both sa Al Jazeera documentary, tapos yung Zoom interview sa kanya.
Madam Chair, with respect to any possible covert or espionage cases, the Office of the Treaties in Legal Affairs has not yet received any information with regards to this matter, but we will coordinate with other offices of the Department of Foreign Affairs, particularly our geographic offices and our Office of the Consular Affairs, who has data with respect to passports, data passport of possible uh, uh, Chinese or foreign citizens who are able to secure passport with the DFA.
Salamat para doon, Attorney Dago, kasi nung pagkatapos namin ipakita yung Zoom interview kay Wang Fugue, pinakita din po namin yung nakuha naming travel documents nila. So apparently they have passports, itong si Shi Zhejiang at yung Ma Dongli, and may record ng sangkatutak ng mga visas na nagamit nila. I think, if I saw correctly, since the 1980s. Both CESA visas and at least 2 other kinds of visas. Di ba importante po sa department na posibleng may impormasyon si Shi Zhejiang tungkol sa foreign influence agents dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi kung kayo ay closely monitoring, dapat po ay itong malinaw na action point ay gagawin nyo na po, Attorney.
Madam Chair, with respect to the passport matters, I will defer, ma'am, to our acting director, Von Pangmi, who is the acting director of the Office of the Consular Affairs.
Madam Chair, Madam Chair,
Yes,
may
Sen.
may I just
Joel and then Sen.
pause a parliamentary?
Senator.
You know, Madam Chair, first of all, I'm just disappointed, Madam Chair, that every single department, agency that would come here seems to be not aware of our topic and what we will be discussing here. And there's not much preparation at all going. I've been here for 4 hours today. 4 hours. I've been here 9:30, 9:40. And I would like to ask, and again, ask the committee, the request of this representation. We have been asking for so long, since the first hearing of this committee, about the thought process, the protocols that come with all these departments, whether it's Bureau of Immigration, National Bureau of Investigation, Department of Justice, etc. Hanggang ngayon po, Madam Chair, wala akong nare-receive. I just don't know kung nag-submit na po sila dito sa committee. And if they don't submit it, Madam Chair, I'm making a commitment that come budget deliberation of these agencies, I will defer their budget immediately, Madam Chair. Dahil parang walang nag-aaral dito sa atin kundi mga senador.
Comsec, could we know kung may nakapag-submit na ng mga protocols? So, and this will be made available to Senator Joel and the other members of the committee. Yung mga nagsumite na po ng kanilang mga protocols sa pag-imbestiga ng ganitong mga POGO-related issues na ating dinidinig ay yung NBI, salamat po, at yung CAAP, salamat po. So the others have yet to submit, Senator Joel.
EQ, NBI, and CAAP. So wala pong sinubmit ang Bureau of Immigration. Wala rin sinubmit yung ilang ahensya ng pamahalaan. Yung PNP, wala pa rin sinubmit. Kaya ho tayo nakakalungkot, para tayo mga tatanga-tanga, pag yung Al Jazeera nakita na natin, tapos sasabihin natin, o sige, maniwalaan na natin yan. Kasi wala pa rin tayo hanggang ngayon nagagawa. Wala pa rin initial report, wala pa rin report na binibigay dito. Hingi kami ng hingi sa inyo. Para saan pa yung budget na binibigay sa inyo? Gusto ko lang sabihin yun, Madam Chair. And I'm just so pissed that every time we invite somebody from the government, whether it's a bureau or a department, an agency, mag-akal naman kayo pag pupunta kayo dito and anticipate already what we will be asking. Please, Madam Chair, I'm just not happy the way we're being treated by these agencies. Akala nyo, alam nyo, totoo, mapagpasensya kami, mababait itong mga senador, pero hindi kami tanga para lokohin nyo at paligoy-liguhin ninyo. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Joel.
Madam
So
Chair.
serving notice to the other agencies who have yet to submit, pakisubmit within this hearing. Huwag nyo na pong intayin yung motion ni Senator Joel. Senator De La Rosa.
Yes, Madam Chair, at
to follow up to the comments made by Senator Villanueva. How I wish, Madam Chair, na in a hearing as important as this, dapat siguro yung Secretary of Foreign Affairs ang andito dahil kung sino-sino pinapadala dito, parang nagpapasahan, turo, I will defer to, turo, I will defer to, Madam Chair. So, dapat siguro yung pinaka-head of that agency ang andito dahil, tayo, you can just imagine the effort that we are exerting here. This is a matter of national security, Madam Chair. Baka hindi lang niyo na-realize kayo sa DFA, baka iniisip niyo puro diplomatic lang trabaho ninyo. Please naman, you should bigyan ninyo ng konting pagtingin yung national security aspect ng iyong trabaho. Yung request ng committee na ito, sana bilisan ninyo. Pati na rin sa DOJ. Huwag tayong maghintay na one day paggising natin. Lahat ng mayor dito, lahat ng gobernador, mga Chinese na. At puro mga POGO, POGO people na ang nihawak ng ating gobyerno. Siguro, mahirap, Madam Chair, yung kahit tayo, consistent tayo dito sa ating import. Tapos yung taga-executive department is kung sino-sino pinapadala, pabago-bago yung tao. At wala. Dapat siguro, we have to require the head of agency. For this matter, the Secretary of Foreign Affairs should be here to answer all our queries. Madam Chair, I so move.
Salamat, Senator De La Rosa. It's a very important, not just sentiment, but thought kasi siguro pangatlong hearing na ito na sinasabi nating pasara na tayo, patapos na sana. And we're really looking at answering to a significant degree several important issues. Kaya I agree with what Senator De La Rosa has expressed na sana suklian din ng executive agencies natin yung pag-estima na ibinibigay ng mga senador sa pag-imbestiga dito na sana naging present sila dito sa posibleng huling pagdinig na natin bago i-adjourn itong investigasyon. And so I don't know if there is still time for them to remedy that within today. Pero maraming salamat, dagang salamat para dyan, Senator De La Rosa. Was that a motion that I heard from the good senator?
Yes, I am putting that as a motion if we are going to have another hearing, which I suppose meron pa, then I am going to make that motion na sana yung secretary na wala na pasahan ng no more passing of the buck.
In that case po, Senator De La Rosa, kung pwede niyong i-hold in abeyance yung pag-act ng ating komite sa inyong motion as we approach the end of this hearing dahil actually, iniisip ko talaga pa-adjourn na tayo ng ating pagdinig. Lalo na tumuntong na tayo dun sa sinabi niyo napaka-importanting usapin ng national security. Binanggit ko naman earlier, no? Nung palang pagkatapos ng raid, no, sa Bamban POGO hub, yung ganyang mga aligasyon na ngayon mukhang mas napapatunayan ng mga ebidensyeng nakakalap natin. So
Madam Chair, if I may, and I admired the motion filed by our dear colleague, and I know for a fact that even if we close the hearing, Madam Chair, of this particular committee, the committees of the Senate will continue to function and will call for hearings because this is, there's a lot of issues that we have unearthed here in this particular hearing. So perhaps, Madam Chair, in the next caucus of the all members caucus of this institution, let us make sure that we ask the Secretary or at least the USEC level because and with all due respect to yung mga nauutusan ng Secretary at departments dito, si Attorney Tago is acting director. So acting director pa, tapos assistant prosecutor. So hilingin naman po natin, Madam Chair, at dear colleagues, and I'm appealing to all of you, kung di man secretary, at least undersecretary na may alam dun sa usapin natin. Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Joel. And I appreciate the presence of, if not the heads of agencies, but salamat sa BI, then the second in command, like of NBI, the head of PAOK, USEC din, yung mga higher level na mga resource persons na nandito ngayon. Papakita ng pag-estima sa ating investigasyon. So just to go back at this point, and salamat kayo to Senator De La Rosa for holding in abeyance the action of the committee on his motion till towards the end of today's hearing. So Attorney Tago, sinabi nyo na, no, na DFA can request access to SHE from the Thai government, sabi nyo na sa ilalim ng mutual legal assistance treaty. Hindi naman natin extradite dito eh. Ang hinihingi lang natin ay makausap siya ng ating mga otoridad. Kayo din sa executive. And I just want to make this of record, dear colleagues. The reason this is important to me is this. I have persuasive information that the file of at least one young brother is with SHE, conforming that young brother as a foreign agent. Kaya napaka-importante po makapag-establish ng communication kay SHE sa pamamagitan ng Thai government sa ilalim niyang Mutual Assistance Treaty dahil mukhang yung buong gobyerno natin, hindi lang kami sa legislature, kayo po sa executive, may makukuhang importanteng impormasyon para sa proteksyon ng ating gobyerno laban sa ganitong mga foreign operations. And lastly, Attorney Tago, for the DFA today, yung pangalan po bang Ma Dongli, lumitaw na po ba sa radar ng department?
Madam Chair, I will defer, Madam Chair, to our Acting Director Van Pongwi with respect to, I believe it has, but
Right. Let's hear it straight
I
from
will,
the acting director in charge. Yes. Acting Director Pangwi, please, if you could take the mic again. So, lumitaw na po ba sa radar nyo yung pangalang Ma Dongli?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. The name Ma Dongli so far as for consular has not yet been released. Normally for consular we deal not for passports, for visa applications, but as for info, it hasn't been raised yet.
Okay. Pero nakita nyo naman sa photos namin, sangkatutak na visas na ang natanggap nitong Ma Dongli. Tulad ng sangkatutak na visas ni Shi Zhejiang from at least 3 sources, including CESA and 2 other sources.
Yes, ma'am. We take note of this. For the information of the body, Madam Chair, the DFA only issues tourist entry visas into the country. And normally, before we issue entry visas, we get clearance from 2 other agencies, the Bureau of Immigration and the National and NICA, before we issue from our foreign service first visas, tourist visas. For entry to the Philippines. Upon entry to the Philippines, it's up to the other agencies whether they will grant other SRIs, other visas for longer stay here.
Salamat, Director Pangwi, which brings home the point again and again na ang gulo-gulo kasi ang dami-dami nating ahensyang nag-i-issue ng visas tapos walang consolidation sa database, walang checking, cross-referencing, kaya nalulusutan ang isa o ilan until it comes to an investigation like this in the Senate. Kaya matagal na ring nasisilip ng aming komite na yun yung isang remedial legislation para i-tighten at isara yung mga gaps sa ating mga institusyon at sa ating mga proseso tulad ng visa issuance. Yes, Senator Sherwin.
Madam Chair, si Ma Dongli is not, hindi siya bago sa bansa natin. In fact, checking the flights from 1995 to 2018, he traveled to the Philippines 37 times. And then si Shi Zhejiang, hindi na rin bago sa atin, from 2011 to 2020, traveled to the Philippines 21 times. So, labas-pasok sila sa ating bansa. And we all know that si Mr. She nakulong sa Thailand for the same crimes, no? Human trafficking, scamming, and other criminal activities. Madong Lee is a partner of Mr. She in the Yatay Myanmar company which operates yung POGO hub sa Myanmar. So, in other words, magkasama itong dalawa.
Thank you, Senator Sherwin. At hindi rin bago sa ating komite yung pangalang Yatay kasi yun yung pinagtrabahuan nung 11 mga Pilipinong na human traffic. Kala nila papunta silang trabaho sa Bangkok, tinraffic sila dun sa Shwekoko region sa Myanmar, sa Yatay din. At dun sila kinailangang i-rescue noon ng mga international NGOs, mga anti-trafficking advocates sa Myanmar, Thailand border at ng ating Philippine Embassy, hindi sa Yangon pero sa Bangkok. Kasama nung ilang mga dito sa Senado. So,
Madam Chair,
yes, Senator De La Rosa.
meron ba tayong BI dito?
Meron po. Actually, sila yung susunod na tatanungin. But I
Yes.
think we may take first na
Yeah.
Senator De La Rosa.
Yeah, Madam Chair.
Totoo yun. Ibig sabihin, may miyembro ng Ministry of State Security ng China na nagkaroon ng multiple visas dito sa ating bansa. So, ang tiningnan din po namin ang mga visa naman ni Shi Zhejiang. Ganun din. May 9A visa, may CESA visa din.
Meron po.
Meron din po. And
Meron.
confirm po ng BI.
Yes po.
Wow. Okay. By the way, can you give us an update po dun sa status ng investigasyon nyo dun sa pag-eskapo ni GUO Huaping at yung party?
Namin was the subject entered Malaysia via sea. Ang second theory po, she entered it via air. Now, meron po, Your Honor, initial report that we submitted informally to your office. I would like to take this opportunity also to apologize to Senator Villanueva. Ma'am, sir, nagbibigay po kami ng updated reports po kay Madam Chairperson. Yun lang po, informally po, Your Honor. Because as committed by the Bureau of Immigration, we wanted to give you updates as to how the investigation is ongoing. The investigation is still pending and we will get into the truth of the matter. Ito po yung second phase ng report po namin, albeit admittedly incomplete pa po, ay ibibigay po namin ngayon. Ang naging basis po namin in making the report on the international airports of entry and exit are the following. First, we got the attendance record of all international airport terminals from July flights by terminal heads in all international airport terminals from July 1 to 31. 2024. We also got the submitted reports by yung IPROBS team po namin, yan po yung nagpo-conduct ng secondary inspection in the international airport terminals from July 1 to 20, 2024. We also got the consolidated summary of documents evidencing chartered and special flights in selected international airport terminals from July 1, 2024 to August 15, 2024. We got the certifications from terminal heads of international airport terminals attesting that the persons in interest did not pass through inspection in their respective jurisdictions. We also got subsequent sworn certificates from the terminal heads, reiterating their declaration in compliance with the directive of the Bureau for them to submit the reports and certifications. We also got Pag-asa weather forecasts and advisories issued for the period of July 1 to 25, 2020. And lastly, we got other information from personal inquiries with terminal heads. Issued for the period of July 1 to 25, 2024. And lastly, we got other information from personal inquiries with terminal heads. This report, Your Honors, can be provided to the members of the committee for your perusal and further study.
If I may,
Yes,
Madam Chair, I think
Senator Joel.
the million-dollar question is, in that particular documents that you were sharing with us, saan po doon yung unang na-citan sila GUO Huaping?
If Your Honor would permit me, if I can continue on with the report, and then I will reveal it.
Please include
Oh,
that
sige.
in the course of
Yes,
your
Okay,
full report.
thank you.
One relevant data that we were able to gather was the July 2024 weather, Your Honors. Based on Pag-asa, there was no existing tropical depression or significant weather anomaly that may negatively affect small boat travel in the west and southwest area for the period July 1 to 15, 2024. However, relevant data will show that there may already be significant adverse effects in sea travel starting July 16 because of the buildup of Butchoy. It was on 19 to 21 July 2024 that both Butchoy and Karina fully developed from being a tropical depression in the southwest monsoon to tropical storms. Butchoy left the Philippine area of responsibility on 20 July 2024, while Karina wreaked havoc in the Philippines until 25 July 2024. Notwithstanding the foregoing, air flights were only delayed or moved. But this lowers the possibility of going the route via sea because of the tropical depression and then the typhoons which eventually developed. In the analysis, we also focused on special flights, as taking a commercial flight would be highly risky, considering that the persons in interest are, high profile. So strict screening and surveillance. Airports have strict security protocols, including identity verification through passports and government-issued IDs, making it highly likely that the persons in interest would be flagged during security checks. Flight databases and watch lists. Persons in interest have been included in an immigration lookout bulletin, and such issuance could trigger immediate effects and alerts to law enforcement.
Madam
Board-
Chair, if I may.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
President.
If I just may interrupt, Attorney.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned earlier that airports were very strict.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If, for example, I've mentioned this earlier in one of my privilege speeches, the persons in interest, especially Alice GUO, took a chartered plane, a private plane, in a small airport. Na walang walang representative ng BI, wala talagang government official.
That's possible, Your Honor. It's very much
For
possible.
example, sa isang maliit na airport, halimbawa sa Naga, yung mga hindi masyado ginagamit na airport, halimbawa sa Samar, may mga airports na maliliit.
Marami pong mga private airstrips, Your Honor, all over the Philippines. The exact figure is not with us, but we can confirm with
But you cannot say that
it's
they are very strict because they are walang representatives from CAAP.
That's
How
correct.
can they monitor the flights over there?
That's correct, Your Honor. Monitoring is going to be a problem in that case. And
So it's possible.
it's possible, very much
That is
possible.
one theory. And it's possible for them, the persons in interest, to escape.
It's which will
Sa
be provided.
Pangasinan, meron din private airstrip doon.
At balita po namin, pati po mga flying schools may mga private
Yes.
airstrips.
Maraming pera ito.
Sa pamiyatan ko na niya. Alas, sakto lang po tinubuan.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. It's very much possible. And the
Thank you,
third
Pro Tempore. Please continue.
The third option, pwede pong hybrid. Meron pong flight by sea. Very telling, we have to consider, Your Honors, port stamps saying that July 18, 2024,
May
the subject entered Kuala Lumpur International. And then the other stamp po, which states that July 19 sa Sabah. I have to reiterate, Your Honors, that this is a pending investigation, ongoing investigation. And we had to do verification and validation on our own. And based on our it was confirmed what Senator Contiveros said, that the subject, Alice GUO, entered Kuala Lumpur International Airport on July 18 at 12:17. We thank Your Honors for pointing us
Because
in the right
after
direction.
Senator Risa delivered her privilege speech that and revealed that Alice GUO was already in Malaysia, and did you deny it the next day? You were not aware of it. Buti pa si Senator Risa alam, kayo hindi alam.
We would like to thank Senator Contiveros regarding that.
Ibig mo sabihin, mas magaling intelligence niya, office niya kaysa sa inyo.
Your Honors,
Gago naman.
we would like to thank Senator Contiveros for pointing us in the right direction. But we had to confirm also on our own, Your Honor. And it
But you
corroborated.
denied it the next day.
Your Honor,
That Alice GUO was still in the country after the privilege speech delivered by Senator Risa.
if I may, Your Honor, I wasn't the one who did it. I was at the CCN.
It was the Bureau at the time. And now we are hearing the report of the same Bureau, their latest ongoing findings.
And
After she delivered her privilege speech that Alice GUO left the country, then the next day you denied that she was in that she was still here.
Commissioner, I hope you understand why we feel very strongly about this.
Yes, Your
Dahil
Honor.
nung panahon kasi yun, just before discovered and shared on plenary na nakatakas na pala si Alice GUO. I remember there was a hearing, pangako po ng BI noon sa amin, ng SB Pro Tempore, based on his questioning, na nandito pa si GUO Joaquin sa Pilipinas at hindi siya matatagasin. Yun pala at that time, she had already escaped. So, kaya po, I'm sure you can understand how strongly we feel po about this. At the same time,
We understand.
na-appreciate po yung the report that you are making to us now since we're ongoing investigation. It's good to hear. So, confirm po yung information namin na talagang pumasok sa KL International Airport sa
it was also, yes, Your Honor, it was also stated that there is no record of it sa July 19.
Similar dun sa napag-alaman namin na yung stamp supposedly entering Sabah July 19 was fake. Like po yung kinoconfirm yun na rin ngayon na genuine stamp of arrival at KL International Airport on July 19.
July 18. And there was a confirmation of the entry of the subject into Kuala Lumpur International Airport on July 2024. And
Please proceed po.
in the event that there are any mistakes made in the passport, right now.
And hopefully, wala nang repeat po yan. Ang bubuhin po namin bilang findings po. Media legislation ay para hindi na mangyari ulit yan in the hands of Senator Joel.
Arrival call. Yes, sir.
So that was the first time that this information, which is citing,
The sighting.
official citing, official document, it says she's no longer in the body. That's July 19.
We confirmed, we were able to confirm.
That's the
Yes.
Tama? So paano siya, anong sinakyan niya? It's an airport, so obviously it's an airplane.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what are the arriving at that time?
Ang pulau? Amo baka hindi ko pala. Ano yung pawit?
Ang fine.
Ang taas na pula ito.
Kami ang
Mukhang
ano?
yung 5.
Ito na yung lock.
Ay, ano ito? Ano ito? Ay, ako nag-fight ko dyan? Ako napati dyan?
Adang. Hindi dagdag mo.
Ay,
Ano kailang ko di dyan?
okay. Okay.
Adang to kay isa rin tayo?
Yeah.
Sino aglakad to pa?
Hindi po, ina. Apa yang sebab ko na eh?
We are in the process of
IA, July 18, 12, 17 p.m., then it's easier to work backwards
Yes,
from Member of Parliament na genuine yung stamp, yung tinatanong din ni Senator Sherwin kanina. So, I think it's easier to start from the KLIA na alam niyong lumapag siya doon kesa mag-search sa maaring pinagdiparan or sampahan niya dito.
Immigration officer passport natin,
Yes, po.
arrival.
Yes po.
At meron sinusulat yung flight number.
Tapo,
Di ba? Doon ba sa Kuala Lumpur, kung nakita niyo yung passport ni Alice Go, wala bang tatak na walang sinusulat na flight number or vessel number?
Wala pong negligible, wala pong
Walang nakasulat. Pero meron blankong doon sa stamp nila, meron nakalagay na kung paano ka nakarating sa Kuala Lumpur. It's either through sea or by air.
Wala pong nakalagay yung ano. Ang nakalagay lang po doon, meron hong stamp ng isang airline. But the thing is, upon verification, it was an outbound flight, hindi yung papasok ng Kuala Lumpur.
Sa arrival nakalagay outbound flight?
Doon sa ano po. Yun hong flight number. ID 177 if I'm not mistaken. Is an outward air po, Your Honor. Batik Air po yan.
Indonesian
Batik
Air.
Indonesia.
Batik Air. Pero palabas po ng Kuala Lumpur yun. Hindi po papasok.
Salamat, SP Pro Tempore. So, if kompleto na po yung report nyo sa amin of your ongoing investigation,
Yes po, Your Honor.
ano yung pinaka-conclusion nyo about the escape of Go Huaping and her party? As of now, no? Ano yung preliminary
She
conclusion?
entered Malaysia via air.
Via air.
Via air. On
So,
July 18.
Okay. She entered Malaysia via air. Yun yung malakas
Are you
na theory.
sure? Are you sure? How many percent are you sure that she flew to Indonesia by air?
To Malaysia.
Malaysia.
We're basing it on the confirmation as to her actual entry into Kuala Lumpur.
So
Based on
the revelation of Alice Go during the previous hearings that she went to Malaysia was via sea is totally false.
If she went to Malaysia via sea, it might have been through Sabah. In Sabah, there is no record of entry of Alice Go into Sabah on July 19, 2024.
There was a stamp in their passports, but
Yes.
it was proven to be fake.
Yes.
Hindi siya
There's no
nagmamatch.
record of any.
Opo. So walang, as far as the BI is concerned, tama po ba, Commissioner? Walang record of entry ni Guo Huaping and her party sa Sabah
Sa Sabah po.
on,
On
19
July 19,
July.
2023.
So yung sinasabi din ni Sheila Go during the first time that she appeared, sinasabi niyang sumakay siya sa boat is also totally false. If you conclude that
We might presume that, Your Honor.
if you conclude that they flew by air.
Yes, we might presume that.
Thank you, SP Pro Tempore. Yes, Senator Sherwin.
Madam Chair, on the same topic, Commissioner, I suggest kasi meron na tayong time.
Yes,
Meron na tayong date, meron tayong stop. You can also get the CCTV. I would assume that in KL Airport may CCTV yan. And then second, KL Airport, malaking airport to ah.
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, pagtatanungin natin yung isa-isang airlines, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. So, it's we need to go to the airport. They have all the manifest. Lahat ng airline na pumapasok on that particular day. Pwede nating kunin yung mga airlines at work. Tama nga, sabi nga ni Chairperson, work back para makita natin.
We were
Kasi
tracing
that
it back,
is
Your Honor.
on July 18. It's a clue that we can already start working on.
Yes, Your Honor. We will do that, Your
And
Honor.
of course, pag galing Pilipinas yan, then there's an issue on how she managed to board the plane and leave the Philippines.
At least natuldukan na po yung date of entry niya at oras papasok ng Malaysia. So all we need to do is trace back. So at least yung pong time frame at timeline natin, na-limit na po natin.
Pwede ko ba tanungin, Madam Chair, si Ms. Guo?
Yes,
Bakit nga
Ms.
may
Guo.
time, bakit nga meron kang July 18 entry in KL?
Sir, regarding po that I invoke my right against self-incrimination. Thank you po.
Salamat, Sen. Sherwin. Okay, since, salamat Commissioner Viado.
You're welcome po, Your
Since sinabi kanina ni Attorney Tago ng DFA na may coordination ng department sa BI at saka sa NICA sa matters ng visas, pwede pong matanong ang NICA. Sino po yung ating resource person from NICA? Yes, Director General?
Deputy, Madam Chair.
Deputy Director General Acetillo. Yes, sir. So, after the Al Jazeera documentary, anong steps ang in-undertake nyo para i-validate yung mga claims doon?
Afternoon, Madam Chair. Without going through the details, we would like to confirm we have parallel efforts to verify as to first, whether or not Xie Zhijiang is a bona fide MSS personnel. Two, to check on his story regarding his so-called recruitment in our country. And of course, Madam Chair, its implication as to the person and the circumstances of one Miss Guo Huaping.
Okay. As far as you can tell us, ano yung pagkaalam nyo sa bona fides ni Xie Zhijiang?
While we await the results of our parallel efforts, Madam Chair, what we could initially inform the committee are the parallels between Mr. Xie Zhijiang and Guo Huaping. We will deal with those specifics. Again, we'd be happy to provide the committee during closed-door discussions and tie it up, Madam Chair, with our current efforts in the National Intelligence Committee as to the extent of the United Front work of the Chinese Communist Party and mainland China, Madam Chair.
Salamat,
Madam Chair.
Deputy. Yes, Senator De La Rosa.
Yes, I would like to ask the Deputy Director General ng NICA. Madam Chair, are you optimistic the Deputy Director is if we can get that official confirmation or denial coming from Chinese government sources as to the connection of this Ma Dongli to the MSS and also yung si Xi
Zhejiang.
Si Zhejiang. Are you confident? Are you optimistic na makakuha tayo ng confirmation?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
Your Honor,
Deputy.
given the state of our affairs with mainland China, it would be hard to speak as to the level of cooperation from said country. However, there are still two other factors that may determine whether or not can establish if Xie Zhejiang is a bona fide MSS agent. Operation of our Thai partners who have jurisdiction, rather who have of Xie Zhejiang, and second, the strength of the efforts of our again the parallel efforts that we have without divulging the specifics, Madam Chair, as to the results yet of that parallel effort.
So if I may, Senator De La Rosa, Nika will be coordinating with DFA and DOJ, possibly, para ma-access ng gobyerno natin si Xie Zhejiang at makuha yung mga impormasyon na kailangan para maproteksyonan nyo ang gobyerno?
Madam Chair, it goes without saying that we are very much willing to cooperate. However, by the nature of our work also, you're aware that there are also other channels that we may be able to avail of.
All the better for the sake of our nation's safety. Yes,
Correct, Madam
Senator
Chair.
De La Rosa?
I'm sure Nika has a very extensive source of information. They can get it from other sources. If they cannot get it officially,